What it do, NFL Niner fam? Um, I seen this quote. I'm hoping this ain't true. I'm hoping this ain't true because the beating that the Cardinals took, for him to say anything is some type of a problem. I don't like I said I'm gonna do more research on this, but now come on, let's read it together. It says, "It was not a fair win." How many penalties did these motherfuckers have? He goes, Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon accuses 49ers of using illegal tactics after 22-41 loss, calling in a dishonorable win. Brock Purdy fires back and says, "I respect the game. I respect my opponents, but I won't let anyone question my team's heart. We fought every inch, and this win, anyone say anything is clearly not on the field." Like I said, I'm hoping this ain't real because he'd be a fool to say something like that. Their team is trash this year. And even when the Cardinals do a little bit good with a little bitty quarterback, they don't really do nothing. They might get a wild card and then get knocked out the playoff. I mean, they get blew out. It's almost every single time. See, they the weak link in the division right now. See, but we're not worried about that. Niners not worried about that. My thing is when they trying to say stuff, you the weakest team in the division. You're trying to say stuff. So, but it's all good. I figured that the backlash was going. I thought the backlash was going to be because there was so many Niner fans in the stadiums, and luckily they have red in they little jerseys. Other than that, the whole stadium would have been all Niners. So, but now with them wearing they red, you wouldn't know who was there. So, yeah. But I like I said, hopefully he ain't said nothing like that. That game right there, it was a good game. It was a good game on all phases. You see, the offense got to be that juggernaut now. There's no excuse for the offense. The defense used to be that juggernaut where it could just take anybody on, but they young. Now you got to flip it. Now if you on the offense, you got to score 20, 30 points. I expect that. You got all your hitters. You got all the people that you need to take care of business. Most of the people on the O-line, you know who they is. So it ain't like you still got Trent there. So we still, look at the offense. The offense is basically intact. Yeah, we don't got Ayuk, but now we do got Pearsall. See, Ayuk want to go through this. Like I said, I don't know if they trying to save Ayuk for the end of the season. I don't know. But like I said, we got Pearsall. So I'm good with that. I'll take that all day. And they putting him in slowly. I think he got like 4 targets and he caught the ball one time. Hey, that's just put him in there slowly. He's still young. And then even when he was talking to the media, he was like, "I've been through worse than this, and this gonna pass." And then he tough. He gonna get it together. And he didn't do nothing wrong. That's it. The thing about this, that Cardinals game, they looked at film and was looking at the film and like, well, we can look at the Mac Jones film, but that really don't tell you too much because nobody was really there. We can look at the first game when they played Seattle, and basically that was a beating that they gave Seattle, except they still had Jake Moody, and he was missing kicks. Other than that, it would have been worse. So the Cardinals really didn't know what film to watch. And then when they got on the field, Purdy, he's audibling Kittle out, striking him down the field. You know, he commands the offense. He knows what he's doing. And it's hard. It's hard to, like I said, the Niners just playing with Mac Jones. They was using the offense one way. With him in the offense, you basically can open it up. You can open it up. That's why they did a play in there that hadn't been seen before. It was to Kittle. So, that's like I said, as long as you got the right quarterback in the Shanahan system. Now, for context, they were saying people, they was getting calls about Mac Jones. They were getting calls about Mac Jones. People they want Mac Jones because they talking about, I guess, next year's quarterback class not going to be that good. But they see that Purdy is back, so they call about Mac Jones right now. Now, he's still under contract for another year. If I'm the Niners, I'm the Niners. My thing would be, I'd try to say, if I can get a first round pick, I doubt that. If you can get a second round pick or a third for next year, I would let go of Mac Jones. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We building for the future. That's what I would do. And then you saying, okay, well, we still need a backup quarterback for next year, or maybe this year. What's his name? Kirk Cousins. He wanted to get Kirk Cousins anyway. Kirk Cousins already knows the offense, and he's a backup too. He's a backup over there with I think Atlanta. I think he over there in Atlanta. But I would go get Kirk Cousins. Saying there that he knows the offense good, and you don't have to worry about no growth or nothing. Saying so, that's my theory. But like I said, I was looking at this article, and this is hopefully he ain't said nothing like that. You better hope he didn't. See, even though they players was trying to get a little physical on the field, I seen him. So let me know what y'all think about this. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Peace. I'm out of here.